Broadcasting live from the Albay PIO News Center, providing you the most exclusive news update from all over the province. This is News at 12. News at 12.
In the local scene, the provincial government of Albay joined the observance of World Blood Donor Day to recognize voluntary blood donors and encourage more people to help sustain the province's blood supply. The Provincial Health Office emphasized that voluntary blood donation is essential in supporting patients who require emergency care, surgeries, maternal health services, and other life-saving treatments. The campaign also aims to raise public awareness on the importance of regular blood donation in maintaining a safe and adequate blood supply. Health officials stressed that every blood donation can save lives and provide critical support to patients in need. The Provincial Health Office encouraged more Albayanos to become regular voluntary blood donors to help ensure sufficient blood resources for healthcare facilities across the province. This year's celebration carried the theme, One Drop of Humanity, Give Blood, Save Lives. In other story, persons with disabilities in Albay now have until June 26 to apply for a store assistant program offered through a partnership between the Albay Provincial Persons with Disability Affairs Office and Project Inclusion Network Incorporated. The opportunity is open to qualified PWD applicants who have completed senior high school or possess an equivalent educational background. Successful applicants will be assigned to partner retail stores in Legazpi City and nearby areas to assist with organizing merchandise, serving customers, and performing light stocking duties. Applicants are also expected to help maintain cleanliness and order within assigned stores. Interested applicants may submit their resume and PWD ID online or directly at the APDAO office. The program offers work schedules that may include weekends and holidays, and only short-listed applicants will be contacted for the next stage of selection process. In other news, more than 1,600 indigent senior citizens in Bakakay received their social pension from the provincial government of Albay on June 15. The payout was conducted by the Provincial Social Welfare and Development Office and the Provincial Treasurer's Office for beneficiaries from 56 barangays in the municipality. A total of 1,213 beneficiaries received assistance at the multipurpose covered court, while 395 others were served at the Kabasan covered court. Each senior citizen received 3,000 pesos, covering 6 months of social pension assistance from January to June. The Provincial Social Welfare and Development Office said pension payouts for beneficiaries in other municipalities in Albay's 1st District will continue throughout the week. In the national scene, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has called Congress to a special session on June 17 to speed up the approval of laws that will provide aid and support to Filipinos affected by disasters, rising energy concerns, and other urgent issues. The proposed measures include programs to improve health care for senior citizens, increased assistance for students and teachers, and strengthen support for people facing financial and personal crisis. Lawmakers will also discuss bills aimed at improving nutrition for children, expanding access to education in remote areas, and addressing political dynasties through new legislation. The special session will allow the Communication or the Commission on Appointments to review pending nominations to key government, military, and diplomatic pensions to ensure uninterrupted public service. Senators from different factions welcomed the president's call, with some expressing hopes that the session will also help resolve the ongoing dispute over Senate leadership. In other story, House prosecutors said they are preparing to present more than 30 witnesses in the impeachment trial of Vice President Sara Duterte and will include them in the pre-trial brief to be submitted to the Senate. Lead prosecutor and Batangas Representative Jervil Luisro said the list of witnesses was prepared to ensure their testimonies can be presented during the trial if needed. The prosecution panel is set to file its pre-trial brief on Monday, outlining the case facts, evidence, witness list, and proposed schedule for the proceedings. A pre-trial conference on Thursday will focus on key matters, including agreed facts, evidence, witnesses, trial dates, and the order in which evidence will be presented. San Juan Representative Isabel Maria Zamora said the prosecution may withhold the names of some witnesses for now to protect their safety until they are called to testify. In other news, the Philippine National Police PNP said it will continue heightened security measures as more private schools open classes for school year 2026-2027. PNP Chief General Jose Melencio Nortades Jr. said the same safety measures used during the June 8 opening of public schools will remain in place to protect the students, teachers, and school staff. He added that police officers will remain a strong presence around public and private schools to help ensure safety and give parents peace of mind. The PNP said it will keep coordinating with local government units and school officials as more schools nationwide resume classes following a generally peaceful and orderly opening of the school year. And in the news outside the country, the United States and Iran agreed to a peace deal that immediately ends military operations across the Middle East, including in Lebanon, with a formal signing ceremony set for June 19 in Geneva, Switzerland. U.S. President Donald Trump announced that the agreement was complete, ordered the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz, and said the U.S. naval blockade would be lifted to restore global oil shipments. Iran confirmed the deal and said both sides would begin talks within 2 months to work toward a final agreement, while reports suggested billions of dollars in frozen Iranian assets could be released as part of the process. World leaders welcomed the breakthrough, with the United Nations and several European countries expressing support, while global markets reacted positively as oil prices fell and stock markets rose. The agreement followed months of conflict between the U.S., Iran, Israel, and the regional allies, with tensions nearly escalating again after an Israeli strike in Beirut before mediation efforts helped secure the ceasefire. In other story, Taiwan has launched a new website that encourages Chinese citizens to share intelligence, inviting those who support democratic values to provide information about activities in China. The move comes as tensions continue between Taiwan and China, which claims the self-governed island as part of its territory and has repeatedly threatened to use force, while Taiwan accuses Beijing of espionage and infiltration efforts. Taiwan's National Security Bureau introduced the platform with an AI-generated video depicting a Chinese government employee witnessing colleagues being investigated, highlighting what the agency described as a climate of fear under China's political system. The Bureau said more people have recently contacted Taiwanese authorities with information, adding that the reporting platform follows methods used by intelligence agencies in the United States, the United Kingdom, and Israel, with all submissions to be carefully reviewed and assessed. And finally, in the news outside the country, with reference to the Philippines. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. extended birthday greetings to U.S. President Donald Trump on Monday, highlighting continued diplomatic engagement between Manila and Washington. Marcos wished Trump good health and success, while underscoring the importance of strong bilateral relations between the Philippines and the United States. He described Trump's leadership as influential in shaping global developments, reflecting wider international concerns and shared strategic interests. The two leaders previously met in Washington last July, a visit that resulted in 1-point cut in U.S. tariffs on Philippine exports. Marcos's recent and past communications with Trump, including a phone call and post-election message in 2024, signaled continued efforts to strengthen U.S.-Philippine alliance ties. And that's the news at 12, June 16, 2026. We'll be back tomorrow for more news updates. Thanks to our news writers, Naomi Ruth Hernandez and LJ Lorejo. And on the technical side, Chad Bobis. And our Provincial Information Office OIC, Marty Gonzalez. And under the supervision of our Governor, Noel E. Rosal, I am Greg Hallare. Thank you for subscribing. Albay in my heart.